Yeah, I'm recording with my phone again. This is my attempt to get internet service. It doesn't work. Damn it. I can't stay here without internet. I need to find a job. I mean, I'm good for a couple weeks, but I need to find something. So what I did with Netgear Nighthawk, which is right here, I'll stand up. Zoom sucks. Which is right here. This is my internet. T-Mobile provider works really well. The problem with these is they get hot with the battery in them. So just take the battery out if you get one. But this is the first time I've ever lost service with it. But T-Mobile's the provider. You pay like 50 bucks a month or something. Yeah, it is. It's $50 a month for service. But yeah, that didn't work. I stuck it to my ladder here and put the antennas up on the roof. I still got nothing. I need internet. I might stay here until Sunday. Ow, I just got hit in the head with one of them freaking pine cones. Oh, that hurt. Dodging them damn things. It's like the 5th time I got hit in the head with a pine cone. Anyway. Yeah, it doesn't work. So, today is Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving, and I have no service. Not even on Straight Talk. There is absolutely nothing down here. Nothing. I wasn't getting enough sun either. Kind of cloudy, so I have a deployable setup in there on a separate charge controller, and I hooked up a couple hundred more watts. But I'm still only pulling in, because there's shadows from the trees, I'm still only pulling in about 75 watts. You can see the shadowing on the, those are ran in series. So yeah, I like it here. It's quiet. Sitting around last night around the fire over there, and all night long people were, as soon as it got dark, younger generation was coming, and they were climbing up and down that tower, thinking, why would they climb up there and then come back down? Well, here they're camping out around here somewhere, or got a cabin, and they come over here to use their phone, and they climb up the tower at night to use the phone. And I know why they do it at night, because there's a bunch of bees up there. So about dusk, when it gets dark, or I might climb up halfway and see if I can get some service here. I can't check emails or nothing. Nothing. So yeah, this ain't good. Little yellow light blinking saying that I'm not connected. This thing's pretty nice because I can take it anywhere. I take that thing with me on my four-wheeler for internet access if I don't want to use my phone. You can just unplug it. It's got a battery in the back of it. And then I purchased these antennas, which do work for uploading videos or downloading stuff. But I just have no service whatsoever. You know, all the way up there. It's a 16-foot ladder, I think. Yeah, so I'm 16 foot up in the air and I still can't get service. I'm gonna, later on tonight, I'm gonna try to climb that tower. Still gotta fire up the generator and balance charge on batteries because something's not right. They're not lasting very long. I'm pretty sure one of the batteries are bad. Oh boy. I like it here. It stays limited though, because I gotta have internet. If I was working right now, I wouldn't care. But I'm not, and I need the internet. My Straight Talk works, but it's hit or miss. I'll put it in my pocket and walk around. Just walk around everywhere. And then I'll get a bunch of emails, but then I can't reply to them. And I can't use my phone. So, I gotta make something to eat. It's about, I don't know, 9 o'clock in the morning. This is what I use for my generator. It's a Westinghouse iGen 4200. Works really good. Really good. But I gotta fire this baby up and charge them batteries separately. Get each one up to the same voltage. And then hook everything back up and try it again. The only thing I don't have is I didn't hardwire this into my system. So I just run a 30 amp cord with an adapter for my 50 amp into this, and I run the cord out the bottom of my box here, which is plugged into the cord there. But I will in the future, because I've never had any problems like this. I've only used this on rainy days, and it was no big deal. But I need to make this more access. You know, I could just open up my hatch, because this is in the back. Sits in the back. There was an Onan generator in here, and I ripped it out. That's on one of my videos too. And then I boarded it all up in and left a little vent down here so I can run it back here. I also store my gas cans in there. So the only thing I did notice is it got rust. Got rust on that bolt. This generator's about 3 years old, almost 4. It's super quiet, but let's get this thing fired up. I'm gonna make some food first with this thing running, because I don't want to put too much of a load on my batteries. But I'm gonna make some food and then rip that system apart and charge some batteries up. Issues. Always issues when you leave. Crazy. Never think you're ready to go on the road, because something happens. You must be prepared. Especially with internet. I really don't want to get Starlink. I don't want to pay 150 bucks a month for Starlink. If they dropped the price to 100, I possibly would do it. I mean, right now I'm paying 50 bucks a month for my internet service on the road. This is the first time I've ever lost it on the road. But I am in the middle of 13,000 acres, so let's get this going here. I'm hungry. I gotta get some food and charge these batteries up. Oh, and it's really good on fuel too. I get about 17 hours on a tank. It's pretty quiet, really quiet. That's with it running. It's really quiet. This was already all encased for a generator, so there's insulation back here, fire retardant. I have no worry about this thing getting on fire. But see, I only got 172 hours on it. I barely use it. I'll be using it today. Good thing I brought it with me, but it's really quiet. Really, really, really quiet. Georgie's dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. But let's make some food. I mean, I can barely hear it here. If I turn my radio on, turn it up a little bit, you can barely even hear the generator. It's pretty quiet, pretty reliable. Starts up first pull every time. That bolt kind of bugs me. I think I'm gonna drop some oil on it, slow it down a little bit. Got my fuel there. I carry 20 gallons of fuel with me for that generator, and I put stabilizer in it because that fuel might sit in there for over a year, because I don't use the generator. That fuel right there is pretty old. It's hitting 2 years old, and I use Stabil, and that stuff works. Proven fact right here. Stabil works. Use it. 1 ounce per gallon or 2 gallons or something. I forgot what I put in there, but that stuff works pretty good. How's this some breakfast for you? Some tuna fish sandwiches and a soup. Get out of here, fly. Go away. My God, look how dirty my floor is getting. It's all the sand coming up in. I got a vacuum. But yes, perfect. Works good. It's breakfast. I didn't buy eggs. Well, I guess all my batteries are taking a crap. This is my starter battery, which I have a separate charge controller set up, so when I'm boondocking I can keep it charged. This battery's taking a crap too. No, it's not my alternator. This battery here I've had for a while. It came out of another vehicle that I had. I just threw it in there. I knew this battery was gonna take a crap. It's not bad, but my RV's only been off for a day, not even a day, and it hit 12.5, but then it jumped back up to 12.6. So I'm gonna have to hook up my separate panel for that to keep that battery up to snuff so I can get out of here. But I knew that battery was gonna go. That battery's old, but I maintained it all the time. Anytime I sit somewhere or sitting on my property, it's always got a solar charge on it. This is just for the starter battery, not the house batteries, nothing else, just the starter battery. So I'm going to hook that panel up here real quick before I get ripping things apart. Keep that battery up to snuff. You can see on the, get focus here, on that little battery icon, there's a bar missing. There shouldn't be a bar missing. It's only been a day. That battery should be sitting at 12.8. 12.8. And then when the system's running, the alternator's charging it, it usually fluctuates around 13.7, 14. So, yeah, let's hook that up. Yeah, I'm charging and my batteries are reading 12.4. Now this is the Bouge RV. This setup is on the roof. There's just 400 watts going into this Bouge 30 amp charge controller. And then this is my Renogy 60 amp Rover, and that's the 1000 watt deployable, but I only have 200 watts going into it. I mean, there's sun here. There's definitely a problem with my system. Yeah, because I got, let's see what we got coming in. 1.4 amps. The sun just went behind a cloud. But even when it comes out, it's cranking that battery up to 11 or 12 amps because I have series parallel on my panels. 2 panels are in series, the other 2 are in series, and then the 2 are conjoined into parallel. So, I mean, that battery, it should be charged up. There's nothing running. My freezer's running. Refrigerator's running off of it, and my vent fan on my roof is running it. But with those 225 amp hour batteries that I have running in parallel, they should be they shouldn't be doing that. So I gotta get them apart. Something is up. One of them batteries is not up to snuff. The longer I wait, the more I'm destroying the other battery. See, that says it's good there, but that's because the charge controller is charging it, and this is just a little gauge, tells me the percentage of my batteries. So let's hook up that other panel to this. That way I don't have that battery. I won't be able to get out of here. I'll have to start it with my solar batteries, which is no big deal. So, yep, the fun.